They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Gone. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Jackson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Now a first down throw. Gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for goal. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Bobby Okereke gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. It's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Taken from just outside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Saquon Barkley running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go to Barkley again and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Goff. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same... tablet that you look at on the sidelines, nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
176 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be here. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A first down carry for Barkley. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Lions now.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Isaiah Simmons
Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year.